The first splendid truth: to be happy, I need to think about feeling good, feeling bad, and feeling right, in an atmosphere of growth. Be a life long or short, its completeness depends on what it was lived for. Saya adalah produk gagal yang sedang dalam proses pendoran ulang. Smiley face. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Nevertheless, life and death are mysterious states, and we know little of the resources of either. But it's important to acknowledge that while we may make mistakes, in the long run, we may also learn from them. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her/him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. We are here, and it is now. The way I see it is, after that, everything tends towards guesswork. Wala tak ada yang sempurna, hidup ini indah begini adanya. Philosophy Copy. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. The heart is the toughest part of the body. Tenderness is in the hands. The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. If you can't control your peanut butter, you can't expect to control your life. Life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man could invent. Above all, never think you're not good enough. Never think that. In life, people will take you at your own reckoning. Happiness was but the occasional episode in a general drama of pain. Taking on too much of other people's drama is just a poor excuse for not taking ownership and control over your own life. The progression of time is inevitable, nor can we control it, but we can control what we do within the time available to us. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. After you find out all the things that can go wrong, your life becomes less about living and more about waiting. The right way is always the difficult way, but it's the only way that connects us with our soul. We must be willing to let go of the life we plan so as to have the life that is waiting for us. If you hear how wonderful you are often enough, you begin to believe it, no matter how you try to resist it. Tell people the hammered truth, and it will ring like steel against an anvil. When you make the dream of your heart a treasure of heaven, it holds an eternal value. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. Everything you do is triggered by an emotion of either desire or fear. Normal is an illusion. What is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. Life doesn't imitate art, it imitates bad television. It is not that I am mad, it is only that my head is different from yours. The beauty and gift of truth is that it is not dependent upon your belief in order to remain true. Think of one thing you can do that will make a big difference in what you are trying to achieve. I'm not afraid of death, I just don't want to be there when it happens. When we're connected to others, we become better people. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Focus on your character, not your reputation. Focus on your blessings, not your misfortunes. Misunderstanding is my cornerstone. It's everyone's, come to think of it. Illusions mistaken for truth are the pavement under our feet. Scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength, move on. Life is something that happens when you can't get to sleep. Life's greatest gift is the freedom it leaves you to step out of it whenever you choose. An item is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. When you want something, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. Great things happen to those who don't stop believing, trying, learning, and being grateful. Because even though the truth can set you free, that doesn't mean it won't be painful. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. Your tomorrow depends entirely on what you do today. All you know is what you think you know, but that isn't always what's real. My happiness grows in direct proportion to my acceptance and in inverse proportion to my expectations. A faith that cannot survive collision with the truth is not worth many regrets. So you never know who you touch. You never know how or when you'll have an impact, or how important your example can be to someone else. To become a master at any skill, it takes the total effort of your heart, mind, and soul working together in tandem. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. Whatever their future, at the dawn of their lives, men seek a noble vision of man's nature and of life's potential. Shallow men believe in luck or in circumstance. Strong men believe in cause and effect. It is not hard to walk without looking. It is hard to walk without seeing. Do nothing and nothing happens. Life is about decisions. You either make them or they're made for you, but you can't avoid them. Beauty is about being comfortable in your own skin. It's about knowing and accepting who you are. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. Success will be within your reach only when you start reaching out for it. It had always seemed to him a very plush kind of problem, a privilege, really, to consider whether life was meaningful or not. We cannot reach the pinnacle except by taking advantage of the abilities we have and acquiring those that we do not. The hardest battle you are ever going to have to fight is the battle to be just you. There is no such thing as magic, supernatural, miracle, only something that's still beyond logic of the observer. Only the day dawns to which we are awake. There is more day to dawn. The sun is but a morning star. I could react or respond to your maliciousness against me, but I'm busy with stock-taking, counting my blessings one by one. We should be humble in our approach, but should not grumble towards life. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. If you try to change it, you will ruin it. Try to hold it, and you will lose it. You must understand, they fear you. There is nothing scarier in their minds than a girl who knows the power of her flames. Proclaim the truth and do not be silent through fear. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for crisis. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. Look at the sky tonight. All the stars have a reason. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. Everyone's time is limited. What matters most is to focus on what matters most. Learning how to detach in a healthy manner will save you from a lot of things that don't even align with your journey. To be haunted is to glimpse a truth that might best be hidden. It is evident as a matter of logic that, since they disagree, not more than one of them can be true. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. Learning to focus on the big picture will help you keep things in a proper perspective. Reputation is what other people know about you. Honor is what you know about yourself. Hope is such a beautiful word, but it often seems very fragile. Life is still being needlessly hurt and destroyed. Truth is a hard master and costly to serve, but it simplifies all problems. If there is anything that links the human to the divine, it is the courage to stand by a principle when everybody else rejects it. No greater gift there is than a generous heart. Hopes, wants, and wishes all cast across the night sky with my heart in tow. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. You should always do what you can to make life sweeter. Capabilities are clearly manifested only when they have been realized. Failing in life cannot be avoided, but you can always learn from your failure and make a better decision next time. If you're going to kick authority in the teeth, you might as well use 2 feet. A dead thing can go with the stream, but only a living thing can go against it. A life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon. To force oneself to believe and to accept a thing without understanding is political and not spiritual or intellectual. If I didn't try to assume responsibility for my own existence, it would seem utterly absurd to go on existing. Actions defined a man. Words were a fart in the wind. Let the speaker speak truly and the judge decide justly.